Ready, Zath? Let's get into this last game.
Yeah, let's get into it. So, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I'll take us in. Let's do this. Last game of the day. We're down in Group 7 here, Round 5. And this is NTR and BONKY. NTR really needs the win here. They're coming in with Yamato, Kremlin, Moskva, Nevsky, Petropavlovsk, and 4 destroyers, Daring, Z-52, Shimakaze, and a Harugumo, ship we've not seen much of today.
We haven't seen much of the Harugumo. Now, the Harugumo is not, I repeat, not legendary module. So it's not meant to be a smoke, you know what?
He's not. We'll talk more about him in a minute.
Yeah. Over on the BONKY side, we got Preußen, which is our first time seeing that.
Ooh.
We've got Ohio, double Marseille. Huh. Double Moskva, also, huh. Gearing, Marceau, and Ragnar.
All I can say to double Marseille is hon intensifies, Zaf.
So, I mean, the thing is, okay, Marseille, all the business is in the front. Moskva, you point the bow at the enemy like a claymore.
Yep.
So, that's 4 ships that are basically meant to take up map positions and just point.
And hold them. And hold them. Yep.
Interesting.
I'm going to be curious to see how this goes. Now, I want to go back to the Harugumo real briefly, because I saw NTR last weekend in the very, very first game we cast with Mini Hannibal. And the Harugumo had some of the best, like, his torpedoes changed that game for NTR. Like, absolutely wrecked the opposing team. And I no longer remember who it was.
Okay.
But, man, it was... Actually, I can go back and look at the sheet. It was RBMK. His torpedoes absolutely changed that game. So... we always think of Harugumo as a gunboat, and you should, but you can't discount those torpedoes because we've seen them used to good effect already.
Love it. That's awesome.
Yeah. Gonna have a bit of an early clash over here at A. I think the Marceau's gonna beat the Zed and the Harugumo there, but he's gonna be very, very alone, and the Z-52's got help.
Well, so the idea for here, as you can see, the Marceau Cheese Puffs is using his engine boost. Get in as quickly as possible and get out as quickly as possible. And you can see that with Cheese Puffs already turning out here.
Yep, gonna be able to do that. He's still got over 90 seconds left on this speed booster, but he is lit now. So it's a question of, are they gonna take shots? Are they gonna just let him have the cap and then push in to clean up after him?
Well, the problem is they don't know who else is there. We know because we've got the all-seeing eye.
Fair point. Oh, Harugumo has decided he's gonna pitch in, working off the back of the Z-59 spotting.
Meanwhile, Run for Your Life is doing just that in the middle of the cap and the Daring. Picked up on Ragnar radar.
Ooh, taking some big hits there.
And Warden of the Flame does take a lot of hits. Yes.
Early shells going out here, 3 minutes in, and both teams already starting to give up HP.
Nevsky taking a big hit there.
Yep, Merck's gearing over here, free to roam the sea cap. Gonna be able to pick that up handily. We're seeing a very different approach to this map from the teams now than we saw in the last game, because the South Spawn team here, Zath, going very heavy to the east flank. We saw the exact opposite the previous game.
I gotta say, I like that Aldo and the Z-52 went into A. I kind of wish that he would have stayed. He just, unfortunately, moved out of it. But, you know, you might as well be aggressive. Merck, like you mentioned, in the gearing, coming in now. Under radar from the Nevsky, but he's fine now.
C-Cap goes down first as BONKY claims that. We're seeing Zed versus Marceau now here over on the 1 line, but again, the Zed has help and the Marceau is by himself. Aldo swaps to the AP. Harugumo HE coming in. Ouch.
Yeah. Wow. This, it feels like it should have gone better for NTR.
Yep, Cheese Puff's getting up a lot of HP, but so is Aldo now. But burning in under 5K.
In my opinion, Aldo is a story.
Oh, there's radar. That's what it is. They've got the Moskva radar. Moskva radar is picking him off. That's what they're doing, and they've decided to focus the Zed rather than the Harugumo.
Well, I mean, the Zed is the more strategic piece, I suppose.
They're going to get him, too. I think it's only a matter of time.
He just got
shell
out.
or two will do it.
Here's the last salvo. Oh, they got him with the last salvo.
Just enough of a clip. It's all it takes. One shell.
Wow.
Run for Your Life's Daring, coughing up more HP again as he's trying to pick up B. Not, why is he, actually, he is in range of the Ragnar radar, but Ragnar not putting it up just yet. declining for the moment. A little surprised at this.
He's not in position to do anything with that radar. I mean, nobody can shoot. So it makes sense that he would hold. Now he's detected as he's shooting right now.
It's more he's detected because Petroruzu's Petro behind Run for Your Life has got him on radar. Has got Warden lit up on radar. But as that radar goes down, which it has now, we'll see if Warden will back up and take the shots on the daring. They are going to give up B though.
Right. Which they needed. NTR needed this after losing the Z-52.
Yeah, they did. They needed that. They needed to get some positive points gained.
Warden is not gonna radar. He probably figures that Derek is already leaving the area, so what's the point?
Have a look over on the 10 line, Zath. A bit of drama developing as Merc is pushing Hammer's Shimakaze hard with two Marseilles right on his heels.
We've done this so many times. I was already looking that way too when he mentioned it.
The Marseille reload boosters coming in. It looks like not as much damage as they wanted there. Hammer does a great job turning out of those salvos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of like this play of the Marseilles just both pushing up the side here.
There we go. Yep, much bigger salvo on Hammer there as he finally goes dark. They put enough damage into Merc to push him back into the smoke.
I gotta say, it's really fun. Merc is one of my viewers, longtime viewers, so it's very fun to see him in the game.
Merc's been doing competitive play on NA for, God, Zath, how long? Like forever, it feels. You see him all the time, tournament after tournament.
Mm-hmm. All right, so if I'm the Marseilles, you need to get Kamets Nevsky out. Like, that's clearly going to be the focus here.
That's got to be the push here. Gooseneck's Hydro is up, so I know those torpedoes on his starboard side are lit for Skipper. There we go.
Uh-oh. Look at Calvary.
He's turning in now.
Look at Calvary at A. He's going down.
Whoa.
Very soon. Very soon.
What's happening here? Why did you push him up here, I wonder?
I don't know. I mean, yeah. This feels bad in so many ways.
Feel bad. Well, and look at Delpha. Moskva's pushing up alongside him.
So that part I get, because if you're gonna push one ship, you should push the other with him.
Right.
It's unfortunate. Cavalry was lower on health to the point where, ouch.
Okay. The only play that I think they have here, Zath,
Ram,
is to try and AP Calcado's Moskva and ram the Kremlin off the wall.
That's right. Use the final torpedo. There goes the Nevsky we were talking about earlier.
Yep, they got him. Delpha's going to be able to pull this ram off, but it doesn't feel like a great trade for Bonky, Zath.
So he tried for the hero play. He tried to kill public agents Haragumo. Not enough to make it happen.
No.
And so the result of this is, okay, well, A now basically belongs to NTR. It's just a matter of time.
Gooseneck turning into a Yamato salvo. This could be devastating.
Oh!
It's pretty solid. More AP coming in from the daring. Gooseneck is in trouble. His next heal is 25 seconds away. Will the Yamato shells arrive before then?
Turning into the torpedoes.
He's turning into more torpedoes, but it doesn't matter.
Petropavlovsk. Nice.
Petro shells are going to take care of that, as in a moment, Bonky will own both caps on the back of that Ragnar. Well, no. The Petro radar is going to push off Warden.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go back to that push by the Ohio's. I mean, so that's going to be crucial because now that side they have to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And the push up the 910 line with the double Marseille has now been blunted. The
surviving Marceau on the 2 line is Cheese Puffs. He basically has just run for a while.
Cheese Puffs is just there now to be a jerk. Like, literally, all he's going to do is open up to get resets and to be a pain in the butt. That's it.
Bonky has a lead, about 100 points here, so as we approach the halfway mark of the game. They're going to lose control of A. They can't stop it now.
No.
Warden is finally going to be able to pick up B because the Petropavlovsk radar is offline. He used it a few minutes ago, just a moment ago, to drive him off the cap. So in a moment, Bonky's going to be sitting on 2 caps to 1, and with a 100-point lead. That lead will start to grow a bit.
Right.
They do have a health advantage still.
Yeah.
It feels
How
like
do you use
maybe
that, though?
It's a good question. I was gonna say the only play I guess the Ohio loss is a bit of a head scratcher, and it feels like Gooseneck's Marseille push was maybe a little too far. Like once you killed the Nevsky, you did what that push needed to do. He was
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, yeah.
You're good. Like you can pull out of there now, right?
I do like the Preußen push here. I feel like it's
I do.
too late,
Yes.
but it's about time.
I'm inclined to agree, but I love it because they're going to push up and let the secondaries push this Petro out of position, and then you're going to have him here in the middle of the board, able to guard B now that you own it. And I like this play a lot.
That's right. You've got the Moskva Stalker in position too, bow pointed towards the enemy. Skipper, but better in the Marseille, needs to find a place to be that doesn't get owned by Yamato.
Or Shimakaze torpedoes, which are still chasing him from astern.
Oh, big Yamato shell coming in from the butt, and you're absolutely correct. That too. Now, most of those were detected by Merc just now. So...
There we go.
Yep,
they do finally bag the Petro. Up a ship and up a cap now. 200 and change points lead as the conga line torpedoes come in for the Moskva, but he's pulled back. He is close. He is good. Public agent getting shelled now. Look at that.
Well, I mean, so he's trying to use the islands, but the problem is Warden of the Flame is right there to detect him when he's shooting.
Warden is ready. Warden is ready to put him out of the game.
That's
Backed
gonna
up
do
by
it right
his
here.
Barceau buddy. He's going to do it right here, and there it is. Another big kill for Bonky there. They're in the driver's seat now with 9 minutes to play.
Yeah, Bonky coming back and saying, you know, you can take some early hits on us, but we're going to find a way back in this game.
They've definitely done it. On Zaf, I can't believe about to utter these words, on the back of this Preußen position in the middle of the board.
I know. When you're saying this, I'm looking at it right now.
What is happening?
What is happening is these guys are using the Preußen in a way that nobody else thought of.
Yeah. Now watch the Yamato position coming down the 7 line. He's coming in here trying to get that broadside angle on metal, but he's not going to.
It's not going to happen.
No, he's not.
But look at the discipline though by Moto. He's not even going for the bait. He's not even changing his turrets.
Nope.
To look at the Yamato.
Not even. He's focused on the thing he needs to kill, which at the moment is Calicato's Moskva.
Which is going to be tough because he's pointed bow in right now. I'm curious what's Mil Mortis going to do. How is he going to take this Yamato and leverage anything out of this? I don't know.
It's a good question.
He's not even looking at Stalker.
No, they're going to be able to push Stalker out of position because if I'm Stalker, I am running out of there at full speed. I want no part of a Yamato 3 kilometers away.
He's doing exactly that, but he and Modal just touched tips. So
yeah, Modal's actually going to ground himself here.
Right. Okay. Well. Artificial reef time. I don't know.
Maybe. Now, Hammer's Shimakaze was lit very briefly over on the 10 line as Merc is continuing to chase him. Here comes a gunfight.
And Merc is using legendary mods, so the two detect each other at the same time.
Marseille
Hammer goes down.
In. Bam, big kill.
That's huge.
Solid kill. Solid kill for Bonky.
Yeah. Good teamwork over there.
Yep. Things are starting to get away from NTR here.
Which is crazy to think about because at the beginning of the match, Bonky basically just gave them their Ohio.
Yeah, I just kind of gift wrapped it and said, "Here, take our battleship. We don't need it." Because it's one thing if you had pushed the Ohio up and gotten a kill out of it or something, but they didn't.
No.
He just got focus fired and dead. Craziness. You know what I want to know, Zath? I want to know how much secondary damage this Preußen has at the end of this battle. I mean, in competitive play, they've taken literally what appears to be a secondary build German battleship and done exactly the right thing with it.
Look at Run for Your Life. Torpedo hitting Stalker. Not enough, though.
Yep. Moskva still has plenty of radar. I guess presumably they needed to get the first Moskva out. Now he's going to be able to turn and go hunt Run for Your Life down.
Merc's got torpedoes coming on Mil Mortis as Yamato.
Doesn't matter. The game's over in seconds. We're at 9:96.
You're right.
Bonky's going to claim the last game of the day here. Solid win for them. That's going to leave NTR at 2-3 and possibly eliminated. We just don't know.
We don't know.
Have to wait for the tiebreakers to come in.
What a game. Nice
comeback from Bonky. I'm with you. When I saw the Ohio go down, I was like, what are they doing exactly? But it worked out. Damned if it didn't work out, you know?
Yep.